Welcome back. More than 150 people dead, at least 37 more left in critical condition. All of this the result of a holiday celebration in South Korea.
And we're learning about the 2 young Americans who are among the victims. We're also learning why more police were not standing by for crowd control. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze has the details.
Horror during a Halloween celebration in Seoul over the weekend. A crowd crush leaving at least 154 dead and over 149 injured in the neighborhood of Itaewon. The tragedy becoming one of South Korea's deadliest disasters. Many were toppled over by the surge.
Oh my God, oh my God.
I just saw in front of me this mass of people running and pushing and screaming and like panicking.
At least 2 Americans are among the dead. Ann Giesk, a nursing student from the University of Kentucky, and Stephen Blessy, also studying abroad, his father speaking out in an interview.
I feel like I have a hole in me, a big hole in my chest.
Blessy says he talked to his son before he went out that night.
I texted him through WhatsApp, said, I know you're out and about, but be safe. I love you. We started calling his phone through the WhatsApp app over and over and over, just continually for like 2 hours, where finally a police officer answered.
Australian Nathan Tavernidi tried to save his friend, but was unable to.
I just was grabbing her hand saying, I'm gonna get you out. But then she disappeared.
A week of national mourning has been declared in South Korea, a growing memorial at the scene with people leaving flowers and messages for those who were lost. Police have acknowledged there were not enough officers on hand to control the crowd, saying there were only 137 officers on duty for the roughly 100,000 partygoers. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
And in Iran, clashes breaking out between protesters and police officers. So in a video posted by an activist group, a large group of protesters can be seen with some protesters holding sticks, and later tear gas appears to be thrown across the crowd. Now, this all comes as protests have swept through the Islamic Republic for weeks, all in the aftermath of the death of a 22-year-old woman who died back on September 16th after being detained by the country's morality police, allegedly for not abiding by the country's conservative dress code.
And the death toll from a bridge collapse in the Indian state of Gujarat has risen to at least 134 people. An unknown number of people also remain missing from this incident. Authorities on Monday said that while 7 people remain injured in the hospital, 56 others have been discharged after receiving treatment. Officials estimate some 200 people were on the bridge when it collapsed on Sunday. Search and recovery teams are combing the river to find people who are still unaccounted for.
Well, back here at home, we have been blessed with some picture-perfect weather. If you've been out and about this weekend, there was so much going on. We had Muertos Fest. We had Elton John in town.
And you know, at times it was chilly, finally. Oh, it felt good.
Finally felt like fall, right? We had some good crisp nights. We're starting to see humidity pour back in here, and that's going to make a change for tonight for trick-or-treating. Want to start, though, with a picture. We've been showing the pet pictures all day.
Adorable.
Come on. This is Apollo, devil in disguise.
So cute. I bet he's an angel at home.
I bet
Apollo,
so.
You better behave.
Well done. Thank you so much for sending that in. We've got several more we can show you here through today and into tomorrow. Weather headlines. We've got clouds starting to fill in here. We're going to see more and more throughout the day. So skies become mostly cloudy. They'll thicken up. Rain chances arrive tonight into tomorrow morning. Then we've got more chances Friday night and Saturday. So some more opportunities here to get some rain. I know the timing isn't ideal because we do have the trick-or-treating tonight, but hopefully it'll hold off until after trick-or-treating is over with. 74 degrees right now, mostly cloudy. Dew point is at 53 and on the rise thanks to southerly winds at about 7 miles per hour. Here's your trick-or-treat forecast. And basically what we're calling for at, say, 7 p.m. is just some sprinkles. Temperatures in the mid-70s. That's not bad. By the time we get to, say, 10 o'clock, that's when some more showers may work their way in, and maybe some heavier stuff as we get into the overnight hours. We'll talk more about the timing there, but that's the plan right now, guys. And we'll also have more on your weekend forecast. Plus, the tropics heating up again. That's coming up here in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Justin. And now to a study on teens. Researchers say fewer teens are drinking and smoking cigarettes, but it's not all good news. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze with what they also discovered.
Fewer teenagers are drinking and smoking, but they're also smoking marijuana and vaping more, according to a recent study. Researchers at Columbia University looked at more than 500,000 teens for nearly 30 years. They found fewer teens are using cigarettes, alcohol, and illegal substances, and said drug use was lowest for those who were less social but spent more time taking part in organized activities, including sports. But there were exceptions. Researchers found cannabis use and nicotine vaping increased among teens. Researchers also noted substance abuse was higher among teens with a lot of unsupervised free time. The study did not examine the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on drug use, but it does give us an idea of the trends affecting our teens. With this Medical Minute, I'm Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News.
Well, with higher costs at the grocery store, do you ever wish your groceries could last just a little bit longer? We have some easy tips on how to make the produce in your fridge last longer than usual.
And one Airbnb owner is under hot water with his tenants and federal authorities. How they say he scammed renters.
Hello everyone, these are your top headlines from Cheddar News. Happy Halloween! Chipotle Rewards members who visit any participating location while wearing a costume can receive one entree item like a burrito for just $6. If you use Wendy's mobile app, today you'll get a free bacon cheeseburger, and show off your Halloween costume at any participating Krispy Kreme location, you'll score a free donut of your choice. Meanwhile, starting Tuesday, New York City will require employers that have 4 or more people on their payroll, with at least one of them working in the city, to provide a good faith pay range, listing the minimum and maximum base salary or hourly wage of all job advertisements. And General Motors is temporarily suspending their advertising on Twitter. That following Elon Musk's takeover of the social media platform. The Detroit automaker said they're pausing advertising. This as they evaluate Twitter's new direction. They'll also continue to use the platform to interact with customers, but no longer pay for ads. And that's your Cheddar News Update. I'm Baker Machado coming to you from Cheddar Studios in Lower Manhattan.
Well, a man who calls himself the Wolf of Airbnb is now accused of scamming renters.
And not just out of a little bit of money, but out of more than $1 million. Authorities say Conrad Bircher failed to pay rent for at least 18 apartments in Manhattan back in 2019, yet allegedly still listed the units as short-term rentals on Airbnb and other rental platforms.
Bircher allegedly made more than $1.1 million over the 3-year span. He now faces 2 counts of wire fraud and 1 count of aggravated identity theft.
In the spirit of Halloween, there are pumpkin carving contests, and then there's underwater pumpkin carving.
So in the Florida Keys, the annual underwater pumpkin carving contest featured 18 scuba divers in the competition.
I mean, it's already hard enough, and now add this. So competitors carved their jack-o'-lanterns near Horseshoe Reef, about 5 miles off Key Largo, 25 feet below the surface. The divers created everything from sharks to jellyfish to pirate pumpkins.
And of course, curious saltwater fish swam close to nibble on the bits of the orange pumpkin that floated off. Now the winners actually get this, a free diving trip for 2 at a resort, and obviously that is the contest sponsor. And hey, they're getting advertising here too.
That's actually pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I would do it. I mean, again, it's already dangerous enough, but congrats to the winners.
Absolutely, and hopefully you can be a winner tonight. A lucky lottery winner could be in for a huge Halloween treat.
With no winner Saturday night, the Powerball jackpot stands at a staggering $1 billion. It's only the second time in Powerball's 30-year history that the jackpot has hit $1 billion. There's 7 tickets matched 5 numbers on Saturday, but not the Powerball, according to the Multi-State Lottery Association.
Do you play the lottery?
No.
Okay.
Not my thing.
You might need to play tonight. The next drawing is tonight, expected to be the second largest in Powerball history. Yes, $1 billion. Now to making your groceries last longer, ABC's Becky Worley has some game-changing tips to help you preserve your produce and lower your grocery bills.
Groceries. You buy them, bag them, and bring them home. You're done, right? Wrong. How you unload your groceries, specifically your produce, can significantly impact its longevity. Let's start with bananas. Keep them at room temperature out of direct sunlight. If they have plastic wrap on the stem, leave that on. It slows aging. And keep them away from other fruit. They put off ethylene gas that causes other produce to ripen faster. I know it looks pretty, but just say no to the fruit bowl concept. Onions can also cause other produce to go bad faster, especially potatoes. So while both should be stored in a cool, dry place like your pantry, keep them separated. For refrigerated produce, greens need to breathe. You want them loose in a large container so that moisture and condensation don't form. Water, though, does wonders for veggies like celery and carrots. Makes them easier to snack on, too. Broccoli can be treated like fresh flowers and given the water treatment too. But berries are the opposite. Don't wash them before you put them in the fridge. Same with apples. Don't wash them before refrigeration. And when you store them, push them way back. They like the temperature cold and consistent.
The onions, that's what jumped out to me.
The plastic wrap on the stem of the banana.
Yeah, game changer.
Very.
All right, speaking of game changer, Justin Horn, the game has changed. We're in the fall now. This is fantastic.
It is. By the way, I learned so much in just 1 minute, just now. I feel so much smarter now with my produce. 74 degrees so far today. 53 was the low this morning. The average is 77. I think we'll be right about there, right about average this afternoon. The record is 89, set way back in 1885. How does Halloween look? Cloudy, maybe a few showers. We'll talk more about that forecast, plus an update on the tropics coming up.
Welcome back. Happy Halloween. Are you ready? You going out trick-or-treating? You hosting?
Neither.
Okay, so anyone who is out and about, Justin, obviously, we see the rain clouds in the graphic. That's the big question of the day.
Yeah, there are going to be some showers around. I think initially out west here in San Antonio. It'll be a close call, but I think between 7 and 9, if we're going to see anything, it's probably going to be just some light stuff. We're going to keep a close eye on the radar for you, though. If that changes, we'll let you know. But that's kind of the general idea. Before we jump into that forecast, we got to talk about what's going on in the Caribbean. Hurricane season is not over. Goes to the end of November. We've got a tropical storm out there. That is Lisa. And you can see it there gaining strength. Winds are at 40 miles per hour, gusting to 50. Moving west at 14 miles per hour. Where is this headed? Not towards Texas or the United States. This takes a direct beeline for Central America. So folks in Belize, parts of Mexico, Guatemala will have to watch out for this storm. Does not strengthen, at least the Hurricane Center does not think it strengthens into a hurricane. Stays a tropical storm, but winds could go as high as 65 miles per hour. This will bring some strong winds to those areas. And actually, I take that back. Hurricane Center is now thinking maybe a Cat 1 right before landfall, with winds potentially right at hurricane strength right there around Belize before it moves inland and again produces quite a bit of rain. Lisa is the next name on the list. Then we go to Martin and followed by Nicole. I don't know if we'll get there. Usually things start to slow down in November, and we didn't get through as many names as we thought we would this year, which is okay. We've had some busy years, and this year wasn't as busy. So go outside for you. We've got mostly cloudy skies, 74 degrees at the airport. Dew point is at 53. Southerly winds at 7 miles per hour. Humidity is on the increase. 75 New Braunfels, 66 Rock Springs, 75 in Kerrville, 72 right now in Uvalde. And a little closer look here at Bexar County, starting to climb into the upper 70s. We should be into the upper 70s for highs later today. The temperatures may level off a little bit this afternoon as the clouds thicken up some. We're thinking 78 here in town, but I do think we'll see some 80s on the map. 81 Pleasanton, 79 Elmendorf, 79 forecast high in Floresville. By trick-or-treat time, we're starting to drop off into the low 70s, eventually 60s by 10 p.m., 67 here in town. And then overnight tonight, we stay right there in the 60s with some decent chances for rain. Here's what our rain chances look like. By 8 p.m., 30% chance. By 10 p.m., though, they jump up to a 40% chance, and that holds through the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning. So the morning commute could be a little bit messy. The radar and satellite shows we've got some thicker clouds starting to work north. So already working your way towards Cotulla. These will work up towards San Antonio as we get into the late afternoon and evening hours. There are some light returns associated with this, likely not reaching the ground, just a little too dry at the surface. But as our storm system gets a little bit closer, which right now it's out here over the El Paso area, once it moves in, that will give us a little bit more lift. And that's when we'll start to see some of these showers and storms developing. So 7 p.m. Notice there's not much here around San Antonio, but we do have some activity out west. And then by 10 p.m., starting to pick up some. Radar gets a little more active. And then overnight, some showers, maybe some rumbles of thunder. So don't be surprised if you hear that. This is around 3 a.m. And by 8 a.m., rain is starting to push east, and we may get some clearing. I think by midday, you'll start to see things quiet down, and then maybe clouds clear out some by Tuesday evening. Long range forecast, we do need to mention this. By Friday, we'll start to see some more showers around the area and a good chance for showers and storms late Friday night into early Saturday. This time we could see a couple strong storms mixed in too, so that'll be something to watch. Trick or treat forecast. 70 degrees by 8 p.m. as we said, 30% chance of rain. So low in rain chances. Grab the umbrella just in case. It's not going to be pouring down rain or a washout or anything like that. 40% chance of storms overnight. Showers. 72 Tuesday, 77 Wednesday. Small rain chances Thursday and Friday, but the next best rain chance is Friday night into Saturday morning.
You're making a lot of kids happy today, Justin.
Yes, well, I think it's going to shape up to be pretty good. Yeah.
I hope so. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, a popular Netflix series coming back to your screens, how fans and streaming made that possible. Manifest, have you heard of the show? Well, it was canceled after 3 seasons, and viewers thought they'd never learn what really happened to the passengers of Flight 828.
All right, so a fan campaign and the show's popularity on streaming, it actually helped revive this mystery series. David Daniel talked with the cast about the return.
We've all been missing, presumed dead for 5.5 years.
Manifest was presumed dead until fans helped bring the show back for a 4th and final season.
I was walking up and down the halls of our stages and I was just thinking, like, this doesn't feel done.
It must be a sign.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Show creator Jeff Rake broke the news to the cast on a group chat.
It was one of the best days of my life. It was definitely the best day of my professional life.
It was just blowing up. Like, we were like, what is going on? What are we doing?
It was just like a play-by-play. I mean, we're very lucky to have a showrunner that keeps us in the loop.
We have to follow every lead.
It was a dream come true to be able to come back, and we wouldn't be here and we wouldn't have had this opportunity if it wasn't for the fans and the love and the incredible appreciation they have shown since day one for us.
What an unbelievable up and down journey. And it just doesn't happen anymore. And it's not lost on any of us how lucky we are.
We didn't fly into the storm. It flew into us. It chose us.
A direct link to divine consciousness.
Just nothing but gratitude that we got to come back and finish the story.
828 wasn't an accident. We're supposed to save the passengers together.
I feel very lucky to be able to keep telling that story, but also to just like forge these relationships that I've been so lucky to make.
I am enormously grateful to like the fans in that campaign and everything that's happened.
Whatever happens, we'll get through it together.
Waiting for a calling in Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
All right, it is Halloween. It's all about the witches this Halloween, and SA Live being taken over by a somewhat familiar coven.
Mike and Fiona, are y'all feeling a little witchy?
Happy Halloween, everyone. So a strange thing happened earlier today. We found this black candle in the SA Live office, and when we lit it, this kind of black flame appeared.
And then this started happening, and we all started feeling a little bit funny.
Just a little bit, yeah, you know, so it's probably going to be an interesting day, yes, but, you know, we can guarantee it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Yes, there's going to be lots of magic as well, because a local magician came in. He pulled out all the stops. He left us speechless and a little frightened with one trick, and I seriously thought I was going to hurt him. You have to see how he mixes magic and scares us with Halloween.
Speaking of Halloween, are you getting ready for your spooky parties tonight? We've got some great quick and easy treats and decoration ideas. It's all using things you probably already have around the house, which is perfect since we are hours away from trick-or-treating, you know, so just boo it yourself.
Hey! She'll be here the rest of the week, folks. And do you want to become an expert potion maker? We're mixing up concoctions for grown-ups and kids that look and sounds more like magic than just something to sip on that's tasty.
And we have a real fortune teller from here in the Alamo City from American Tarot Story. She shows us a few of the ways she can peek into your past, present, and future. It's Halloween, so you know the spirits will be talking.
Yes, indeed.
All that plus where you can take a trip to the land of Oz with some local students.
Don't go anywhere because SA Live's Hollow Witch Special is just moments away.
And many love a Halloween treat, but Animal Care Services is warning families to keep those sweets away from your pets.
So while some kids may want to bring their dogs along for the festivities, the ACS says some should just stay at home. They offer the following tips.
Those are keep chocolate away. We know that one. Even a nibble can be toxic and potentially fatal to dogs and cats. Trick-or-treating may be fun for the family, but the constant ringing of the doorbell can also scare your pet. Provide a quiet, safe place for them to relax.
All right, we're at 76 right now. Temperatures make their way up to around 78 this afternoon. We'll watch for a few showers tonight. Again, we think mostly after trick-or-treating, but have the umbrella just in case. That continues into tomorrow morning for the morning commute, 72. Another chance of rain shows up as we get into Friday night into Saturday. And also, I should pass along, No Shave November starts tomorrow, guys.
All right, Justin Horn looking like he's already got a step on everybody.
Favorite Halloween costume, go. Of childhood.
Oh, I was Robin of Robin and Batman.
All right.
What about you?
All right. Queen of Hearts. I think that was my favorite. Or a pumpkin.
SA Live starts right now.
It's October 31st, All Hallows Eve. And this year, the witches and wizards are taking over. They've jumped from the pages of your favorite fairy tale books and into real life. This is SA Live's Hallow Witch Special.
Another glorious afternoon. Makes me sick. We're back! We're your hosts for this wickedly witchy show. We're the Sanderson sisters. I'm Winifred.
Mary. Sarah. Instead of hunting for little children, this year, well, we're looking for a little help.
We're conjuring the most famous witches and wizards from history and stories to help us with a few things.
And then we will take them to Halloween! But first, we need a little help from you. Tell us who your favorite witches and wizards from history are. Share your comments on your little phony things, and maybe we'll wake up one of your favorites. Now, sisters, what do we need to get started?
Ooh, Dead Man's Toe. A calming circle.
No, you fools, my book. Book!
Here it is.
Oh, yes. Oh, let's get started.
No sword in a stone, just a wand of his own.
Known as the most wise, he helped King Arthur rise.
Unleashed from the past, in the present at last. Sisters, listen. It's Merlin, the magician. Sisters, to the rooms. Shabby little place. Oh, and look, it is the greatest magician in the world. It is Merlin.
Oh, no. Welcome, welcome. But it's not Merlin. I think they got the hooks wrong. It's Chris Abalone.
Well, whatever. We're just three humble witches looking to learn new tricks from a great wizard.
We're not up to anything suspicious, but what can you show us?
Amaze. I got something special for you. Yes. One of my favorite things to do is to make something disappear and reappear in an impossible place. Like your pocketbook.
Do you have a pocketbook?
Or, for example, like this bottle.
Oh,
so
she's got plenty of those.
So if I was to take this bottle and I was to place it, now that would be pretty impossible to make something disappear and reappear in there. If I also take that bottle and place it into here, that would be even more impossible.
Yes.
Would you say?
Mm-hmm.
But to make it even more impossible, we can stick this case into another case right here. Just like that.
It's like the Russian doll of magic tricks. Okay.
Now watch. I have a deck of cards here. What I want you to do is I want you to, are you going to do this trick?
She sure is.
All right, ready? All you have to do is tell me to stop before I get to the end. Okay, ready?
You can do this.
You gotta be faster. Ready? Ready?
Stop.
I haven't even started yet. Okay, here we go.
Stop.
Okay, right there. Look at your card. Got it? You hold on to that.
Okay.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna make your card disappear and reappear in the bottle. Ready?
True magic.
Just like that. It's done. Turn the card over. Go through it. Look for your card.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Nothing. It's sorcery.
Check it out.
Could it be? Could it be?
Inside this case, there's one bottle.
Oh my goodness!
But how?
He didn't even need
Sorry.
That's true magic.
Wizardry. You're a wizard.
I am impressed.
Can you amaze a small wizard?
Yes.
One more thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I got something special for you. I got something that could be a little dangerous.
Ooh, love danger.
She's all about that.
All
Go
right.
on.
So what I have here is a treble hook. And if you don't know what a treble hook is, it's a hook that's made up of 3 different hooks, so no matter which way you pull, you'll catch the fish.
Looks dangerous.
It looks dangerous. I have something for you.
Yes.
Would you put that on?
Oh, just pop metric here.
Be careful.
What size is that? She's large.
There we go.
Now do me a favor. Don't touch the ends. They're very sharp.
Okay.
Just reach down and fill it. Is that real?
Possibly go wrong.
Oh, that's metal.
That's
Ew.
metal. Now here's the thing. Only one string out of these 4 are tied.
Okay.
Okay? Only one.
Only one.
So here's 3 rules you got. Whenever you choose a string, you commit to it.
Okay.
Second rule is pull really hard. Exactly.
Okay.
Third rule, don't run away.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh no. My Lanta.
It's like a fish. Take a string and pull.
What? Oh.
Another one. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
1,
Heard him when
2, 3.
Ah!
And one more. 1, 2, 3.
Ah! Oh.
I was scared doing that I was going to hook him in the mat. Thank you, sir.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I have one more.
yes.
Go, sister.
Yes, Mary.
I got something for you. I have a deck of cards here, and what I have written on them is a bunch of costumes that you could be for Halloween. So we could be Superman, Elvis,
That's a good one.
Clown, Fairy. It took me forever to find out 52 costumes. Jason, that's a scary one. Spider-Man, Goblin. You can be a Scarecrow. You get where I'm going with this, right?
really?
Alien, Witch, Werewolf, Frankenstein. A zombie. You could be a zombie, Bonnie and Clyde if you're a couple. A vampire. You get the point. Elsa. Policeman, monster. It just keeps going on. Doctor, Batman, hot
My
dog.
mother always wanted to be a doctor. Wanted me to be a doctor.
Do me a favor. Now, I want you to choose a costume, but don't let me see it. I'm gonna put a hood on so you don't think I'm peeking at you, okay?
Okay.
Just choose a costume. Got it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, don't let me see it. Let me grab my hood.
May I look at
yeah,
it?
go ahead and look at it and show it to your friends.
Oh,
He's handsome.
sweet. Yes.
Okay. You got it?
Yes.
Oh,
Using the power of my mind, is it Michael Jackson?
No.
No. Give me another chance, Is it Superman?
No.
No. Sometimes this happens. Who'd you choose?
Iron Man?
I knew it.
You did?
Yeah, sure did. You see, I knew it right there.
And for more on Chris Avallone's magic, head over to SALive.com, click the As Seen on SA Live tab, or scan the QR code on your screen.
Thank you, sir. Sisters!
Thank you.
We must fly and meet other wizards. Yes. Sisters, our mission has just begun, but if we're going to accomplish this in one night, we're going to have to split up. Each of us take a spell and get to casting.
Right.
I put the spell on you, San Antonio, and now you're mine.
Still ahead on SA Live's Hallowitch special. The witches and wizards have awakened. We travel to the wizarding world to learn about your perfect potions for your Halloween parties. Plus, don't get lost in the labyrinth. The goblins might make you start dancing and never stop. But first,
I've never done this on my own, but I've got my lucky rat tail, so I think I'll be good. I know 2 witches who can teach us a few things, plus I can get something pretty out of it. Twister, take me, not my sisters, from the fields of Kansas to a road made of gold. Our plan will succeed if we get what we need. It's shoes of a beauty, slippers made of ruby.
see where our Sarah Sanderson lands as the SA Live Hallowitch special continues. Next.